Alright. Hey YouTube. Okay, so in my previous video, I mentioned that I would be going over things that I saw in between my last vlog and to right now, because I am on break and I don't have to deal with college stuff for now. So a movie I saw during break was John Wick. So I actually I none of my friends had seen John Wick, and I didn't see any trailers for it. I just knew that it was a movie starring Keanu Reeves, and when I looked it up, I thought it would get bad reviews, but then I saw it was getting good reviews, so that got me kind of interested in seeing the movie. So when I went to see John Wick, I had no idea what this movie was about. Like, I just knew it looked like a drama, and it was getting good reviews, and the poster had Keanu Reeves pointing a gun at at the person, but I had no idea that what this movie was actually about. Like when the movie first started, I thought I was gonna get something like what was it? Like something like Inside Llewyn Davis. Like I thought I was gonna get a drama, like something not John Wick. Like first 10 minutes, you see, okay, so short review for people who don't want to watch the whole review. I really liked John Wick. Like I thought it was shot tight, shot well, and it was entertaining. And yeah, that's my short review. But anyways, long review. So the reason why I thought John Wick was going to be a dark drama was, okay, so a movie starts and you see Keanu Reeves wake up, and you learn that his wife died from cancer. So it starts out really quiet. Like it's just Keanu Reeves waking up trying to do like his day-to-day stuff, and you see he's suffering from depression. Like you see Willem Dafoe come up to him and he's trying to comfort him on the death of his wife. Like it's all really really sad, and it's quiet. So I'm thinking it was going to be a drama, but then um, so Theon Greyjoy, what's his face? Alfie Allen. There you go. So Alfie Allen, character comes in, and he ends up beating up John Wick. So at this point, I figured that the story was going to be about John Wick getting revenge on Alfie Allen's character. So it was kind of like going on a more, what's the name of that movie? Never mind, but it was I thought it was gonna be, like a revenge story where it's like some average Joe ends up getting tangled with some criminal, and he ends up going after him. Like was that Walking Tall? Was that is that the movie I'm thinking of? But anyway, so I just thought it was gonna be like an average Joe getting revenge on someone. And then oh God, you get to the mob boss scene, and the mob boss reveals that John Wick was a contract killer, which I didn't get actually from the very beginning. Like, I got that he was important, that they were hinting he was that important, but then that reveal kind of threw me off. Like, okay, so he's a contract killer. And then you see the first action scene, which was the intruders going inside his house, and then he has to defend himself, and he kills like everyone in who tried to kill him. That was where the movie showed its true colors. Like, the first 10 minutes, very deceiving, but for the rest of the movie, after you get past the intruder scene, or well, actually before, after the reveal John Wick is like a contract killer, then it turns into pretty much like a shoot 'em up. Like, and I thought I would hate the movie after. Like, um, action movies in these past few years have really failed to not I guess not excite me. Like they've been exciting, but they haven't wowed me. Like they're not shocking anymore. When someone gets shot in a movie like what was it, like Wanted or Shoot 'em Up or the Transporter series, when someone gets shot, they get shot and it looks like it hurts, but uh you don't feel like a sense of like a rush anymore. That John Wick doesn't have that for some reason. Like I I I it's really hard to explain, but the fight scenes in John Wick are very impressive, despite how non-flashy they are. Like, okay, don't get me wrong, they are flashy, but we're talking about a movie that's working with like less, like a far less budget than like Michael Bay's movies. Like, and they look much. The fight scenes look much better than anything Michael Bay has produced. And actually, I can actually explain why the fight scenes in John Wick look really good. They take like have you ever seen the movie The Raid? Uh, if you haven't, then the reason why The Raid works, it's a martial arts movie, and the reason why it works is, well, for one, the camera's not shaking, like you can see everything that's happening, but also it looks like there's actual impact in their fight scenes. Like they're not just like hitting each other just to hit each other. Like it looks like they're fighting to kill each other. In John Wick, the gunfight scenes kind of feel like on a similar vein. Like he doesn't shoot at he doesn't shoot at the mobsters like he's like an action star. He shoots like a special forces person trying to kill people. Like he, it's really hard to explain. I'm sounding like an idiot. Um, what I'm trying to say is the fight scenes are choreographed in a way that one, it looks realistic, and two, it looks like he's trying to actually kill them. He's trying to do it in the least flashy way. Like it looks like there's like actual expertise, like the scene, there was a scene where he was firing like an assault rifle at the mobsters. Like it looked like an actual firefight. It doesn't look like something like the 1980s action movies would have, where it's like the movie Commando, where Arnold Schwarzenegger just like jumps out. He doesn't take cover. He's just firing his gun. He's hitting everyone, even though he's not like aiming down. In John Wick, it looks like he's fighting for his life in every fight scene. There you go. That's what I'm trying to say. Like he's aiming down his sights, he's making sure he hits them, he's reloading, he's taking cover. Like it feels real, but also you can see what's happening. Like it's not shaking. Like the camera's not shaking, so you can see what's happening. So that's the main strengths of John Wick. Like you can see the action, and also the action that you're seeing looks pretty realistic and looks good. Like I read some stuff behind the scenes that the directors of this movie were like stunt coordinators, so you can tell that there's a lot of work in the stunts, like a lot of work in like how the fight scenes are filmed, how they're shot, how the actors like handle themselves. Like you can tell there's a lot of care in this, and it looks really good, which is part of the reason why John Wick works. But also, wow, I spent a lot of time on the fight scenes, but the fight scenes are just like it's one element of the movie that I really like. I feel like another reason why this movie worked was it tried to also establish its own mythology, which I really enjoyed. Like it wasn't just like a mobster movie. Like you can feel that they're trying to create like a sort of like they're how to describe this. The filmmakers behind the scenes explained that they were inspired by like noir, like they were inspired by like how uh noirs feel like there's like a world behind the story. Like there is a story, but it's set in a larger world. Like that's what they were trying to do with John Wick. Like with the whole they had John Wick every time he pays someone, he uses like gold coins. There was like a hotel set up for assassins. The mobsters already knew John Wick. Like John Wick had like a previous history with assassins. Like you can tell there's a larger world behind the story that they were trying to tell. You know, the story of John Wick trying to get his revenge, which is really cool actually. Like it sets that's why it sets itself apart from other mobster films in that there is a world behind it. They don't take the time to explain the world that's behind John Wick, which they don't have to. Like the fact that you're immersed in this world, like the fact you're just taking in that this is the world John Wick lives in, and that they're not explaining to you what this world is. That's part of the mystery. That's part that you can actually fill in the blanks in for yourself, which is why I really like what they were doing with this movie. Like the only problem that I can honestly think about for John Wick would be the actual plot of the movie. Um, if you haven't guessed it from the reviews, the John Wick is well, he's going after Alfie Allen's character because Alfie Allen kills his dog. I mean, that's it. That's the plot. I mean, the reason why he cares about the dog is like much larger than that, but at the end, the movie's just about a guy trying to kill someone else because the other guy killed his dog. So, the plot is not very complex, but everything else around the plot is like it's well, not complex, but it's larger than it seems. Uh, so what I'm trying to say is John Wick was pretty damn good, like for what it was trying to do. Like fight scenes were very well choreographed. And I love the attempt at creating a world behind John Wick. Like even like a movie this small that they even like attempted to create something larger than itself. So, yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. And yeah, Keanu Reeves is back. He even says it in the movie. So, yeah. Go buy John Wick when it goes out on DVD or Blu-ray, whatever. Okay.